tell you my favorite color was blue.
Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of the Hobbs Report. This is where we discuss all things horror and sci-fi. I'm your host, Chris Williams. So, firstly, I feel I have to make an apology to all you viewers, as on the last Hobbs Report, we announced that the Loomis Files episode 2 would be released on YouTube on August 15th. Well, we were experiencing some technical problems here at the Hobbs Report. We finally got it sorted, but that made us a day late. So the Loomis Files episode 2 eventually arrived on YouTube on the 16th of August. So we can only apologise. We will try our very best to never let that happen again, as you deserve better. So yes, but hey, it was only a day late. You know, shit happens. Moving on. In recent weeks, things have really started hotting up in regards to Halloween Ends. On YouTube, we've had numerous TV spots, and then we had a behind the scenes B-roll that was like over 5 minutes long. I have to say I really enjoyed watching that. That was really cool. And then, on Tuesday, 27th of September, we got Halloween Ends, the final trailer. And I have to say, I thought it looked great. It got me much more excited than the first trailer. Not just because it looked more creepy and exciting and was well put together, but there was a specific detail in that trailer that really stood out to me. And it's answered a burning question that's been on my mind for a long while now. And that question was the main focus of the last show. So, if you've seen trailer 2 and you also saw the last show, you may be able to guess what that is. In the days since the release of the final trailer, every man and his dog with a YouTube channel has made a trailer reaction video. I'm not exaggerating. Go on YouTube and search it. There's like 4 million trailer reaction videos for Halloween Ends. Because that's what the world really needs right now. And you know what? I think it could do with just one more. Now it's my turn to do a Halloween Ends trailer reaction video. But what's the difference with mine? What sets mine apart from all the other trailer reaction videos on YouTube right now? Well, I'll tell you what, I have none other than the great Dr. Loomis joining me. So yeah, okay, I'm late to the party as usual, days and days late. But you know what? I have a life. And I've only just found time to edit this video together. So, sue me! It was Tuesday the 27th of September at 8 PM when I got the call from a colleague informing me that the Halloween Ends final trailer had dropped on YouTube. So I immediately raced here to the studio and got on the phone to Dr. Loomis. It was then that we both decided to watch the trailer together for the first time. Well, I say together, he was at Smith's Grove and I was here in the studio. But we were on the phone, we looked up the trailer on YouTube and we watched it together at exactly the same time. We recorded ourselves reacting at everything in the same moment. So let's see how that night unfolded that led to me making a trailer reaction video with Dr. Loomis. We also did a trailer analysis and then had a little bit of a discussion whilst analysing it. So let's take a look. Hit it, Johnny.
I'm Batman. Oh, shit.
Hello, Chris Williams speaking. Oh yes, hello. Yeah. Oh yes, I was just trying on my Halloween costume for the Hobbs and Report Halloween party. Yeah. Oh yes, it looks very good. Very movie accurate. Yeah. Oh right, what's that? The Halloween Ends final trailer dropped today. Well, what time? But it's 8 o'clock now. Why wasn't I told before? Everybody with a horror channel on YouTube will be all over this. There'll be like 1,000 trailer reaction videos by now. But you know I wanted to do one. Yes, well, you put me days behind. Well, you know how meticulous I am. I can't just wing it. No pun intended. Wing it, Batman, wings. Forget it. Yes, well, thanks for nothing. Call yourself a producer. Yes, well, I don't have time to bullshit with you right now. I need to get my ass down to the studio right away. Yeah, right, yeah. Thanks for nothing, asshole. Okay, I'm ready for action. So, to the Batcave. Well, CDW Studios. Who am I trying to kid, eh? Oh, my utility belt. We can't forget the utility belt. Come on. Right. Here we go. Right, come on. Suck in the gut. Suck in the back gut. That's it. Ah, there we go. Right.
Joker's men are after me now.
Hello. Can I speak to Dr. Loomis, please? This is Chris Williams from the Hobbs and Report.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Hello, Doctor. Yes, I was just calling to let you know that the Halloween Ends trailer, the final trailer, has dropped today on YouTube, and I was just wondering if you'd seen it yet.
Holy shit! No! No, I haven't! What is that mask-wearing cocksucker up to now?
Well, I haven't seen it yet myself, so I was just wondering if you wanted to watch it together.
Oh, yes! Yes, that would be exciting.
Right, well, if you record yourself watching it on your end, and I will record myself watching it here in the studio, we'll be on the phone, we'll watch it together at the same time, we'll react to what we're seeing, and then I will be able to use that footage to make my first trailer reaction video. Yeah, apparently it's a really easy way to get views. You know, you don't have to do anything. You just sit there, watch a trailer and react. You know, ooh, oh my God, yes, wow, all that kind of shit. It's what all the cool YouTubers are doing these days. Trailer reaction videos, it's simple. Yes, and then afterwards we can go through the trailer, shot by shot, analysing and scrutinising every tiny detail. And then we just make predictions as to what we think is going on in the scene and what is happening in the movie. You know, I just want to be in the cool club, so shall we do that? Okay, great, let's do this. Look up the trailer, Dr. Loomis, as quickly as you can. Okay, Dr. Loomis, are you ready to go? Okay,
Okay,
right,
Chris,
start the
I'm
trailer.
good to go.
3 seconds, 3, 2,
Right.
1,
And
go.
It's been
Okay, we have a pumpkin. There's the sewers.
yes, there's the sewers.
Corey Cunningham.
Yes,
Corey Cunningham.
I hear
He's
it's called
looking
Corey
in
Cunningham.
the sewers for Michael.
Yes,
Right,
he's looking around in the sewer. That's where shit is.
Oh,
Michael,
Michael, grab your
fucking
fucking
turd.
throat. There's
Oh,
Michael.
he's strangling you.
Luke's
He's
really
strangling
scared
Corey.
of that shot.
Will he die?
Picked up the
Oh,
knife.
no.
Picked up the
Michael
knife.
has his knife. As usual. He's
Universal. Oh my God. Right,
Okay,
there's
Halloween
Laurie
night.
Strode. Laurie
Laurie
Strode.
Strode.
Michael behind a tree.
Michael is watching her.
Did she see him? We don't know.
Halloween
She looked outside the bush.
1981.
She's putting something on the porch. Somebody's picked up the mask. Somebody's picked up the Michael Myers mask. The radio station. The radio station from Halloween
Michael's walking past the DJ
That's what
booth.
that was. That's what it was.
Oh, he's creeping up on a
Right.
poor woman watching TV.
Right, yes. Woman shower.
Never in a horrible.
Oh my God, somebody
Psycho.
is in the pool dead.
Right.
Oh, he's behind.
He's behind her.
Behind
Wasn't
her.
in the bathroom taking
Oh,
your shit.
Right, he's got
Probably.
against the
I wouldn't put it past him, dirty
That's
bastard.
a call back to 1978 when he killed
It's
Paul.
Halloween.
He killed my daughter.
Yes,
Yes.
Judy Green was killed.
I will kill him.
Right. So, here we have
Somebody
Laurie
got into the
Strode.
house.
The daughter died in the last
Oh
movie.
God. Oh my God, this is
So,
incredible.
Michael is
Michael
creeping
opens
up
the
to
door.
house.
Is it Michael though?
Is this
That's
Michael?
all,
I hear
yes,
Corey
well.
Cunningham dresses up like him in this.
Oh my God. Michael just attacked somebody
Oh.
in the sewers.
Is a
But it's
violent.
a bin, the sheriff.
Sheriff Barker, useless piece of shit.
Oh
he
my
is.
God, yes.
Yes.
He's got a Bunsen
Oh my-
burner.
somebody's using a blunt.
head bashing.
Oh, head bashing. I knew it.
Bashed the
I knew
man's
it. I
head.
said on the
radio
Hobbs report,
DJ in
episode 4,
the radio
that was
tower.
going to be
I
more
knew it.
bashing than Halloween.
She's
Ends.
taking his mask off.
And I
taking his
saw
mask
that
off.
poor man
Halloween
in the DJ
ends.
booth getting his head
Oh.
bashed. And I fucking like it.
He's got up. He's attacking her.
Yes.
October 14th.
October 14th. More shit is going to happen. Yeah. Head bashing. I knew it.
My
I
God,
knew it.
Loomis. Sorry, Dr. Loomis. What did you think of that? Jesus Christ. Let's talk about this and let's analyse this trailer now.
Okay, Chris, I'm going to put you on speakerphone as I may need to consult my notes for this. Yes, and my arm is starting to ache. Okay, good. Right, let's see the first image. So, here we have Corey Cunningham looking around in the sewers. Because where else are you going to look for a big fucking turd? This is a good place to look for a big, useless piece of shit. which is what Michael is. He's nothing but a turd in a mask. So what better place to look than the sewers? This boy is using his head. Yes, he knows what Michael is. He's done his research. Shithead. Michael is the biggest turd I've ever met. So yes, this is the first place you would look for Michael. And I think I have an answer as to how Michael has been surviving for the past 4 years. I believe he's been living on pizza.
Pizza? What makes you think that Michael has survived on pizza for 4 years, Dr. Loomis?
Let me explain. So, over the years, we've known other people to live down in the sewers. There was Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. He lived in the sewers. Then the Penguin from Batman Returns. He lived in the sewers. And who else? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes. I believe that Michael was down there and maybe he came across Donatello or Raphael and they got friendly. The Turtles probably felt sorry for Michael, thinking he was a tramp. So they invited him for tea every night. So yes, I think Michael has sustained himself eating pizza with the Turtles.
Michael Myers eating pizza with the Ninja Turtles? Wow, that's a brilliant theory. I certainly hope we see that in the movie. Okay, this next shot we get a close-up of the mask. Michael has grabbed Corey, and then we get a close-up of the mask. We see the black eyes, the devil's eyes. The mask looks all weird, like it's made out of Philadelphia spreadable cheese. But yes, he's staring at Corey. This could be the bit where the essence of evil is transferred into Corey. But what I noticed about this picture, after taking a close look, zooming in, scrutinizing it, the mask is very crumpled. Now this could be because of the aging process, but I think because Michael is down in the sewers, there's no seats, there's nowhere comfortable to sit. So I think he took off the mask, put it under his arse, and sat down just so it was more comfortable for his buttocks. That's why the mask looks even more crumpled. Okay, on this next shot, we have Michael Myers standing behind a tree. He's standing there and he's watching Laurie as she's going into her house. I would say the distance between Michael and Laurie is approximately 35 to 40 feet. I would say yes, definitely. No, I'm going to say 40 feet. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a callback to the 1978 movie when Michael was standing behind a tree watching Annie. I'm not sure what the distance was in that film, but I would say it's about the same, yes. Yeah, 35 to 40 feet away. What do you think, Dr. Loomis?
Well, in my long experience with Michael, and according to all my research, I found that Michael usually prefers to stand 25 to 30 feet away from his intended victim. So he likes to stand a bit closer. This may not be Michael. This could be Corey Cunningham. In fact, I will say that I think this is Corey Cunningham, as he is not standing 25 to 30 feet away from his victim. He is standing, as you said, 35 to 40 feet away. And that does not sound like the Michael I know. He'd like to get a bit closer to observe his victims, probably looking at their,
Yes, I totally agree.
Right, I find this shot very interesting. Here we see Laurie Strode sitting in a bar, talking to Lindsay Wallace. Now, as you will notice, behind Laurie, you will see a dartboard on the wall. Now, not many people know this, but after Laurie was nearly butchered by Michael in 1978, she went into therapy for 3 years. And it was suggested to her in that time by her therapist that she should take up some kind of a hobby to get her back out, mixing with people, get into a social circle, and I remember she decided to take up playing darts. Yes. And she actually got quite good at it, as she took part in numerous darts tournaments, and she won a bunch of trophies but then she eventually just spiraled out of control and hit the booze and drugs and, you know, all that shit. So, now that Laurie is once again trying to reintegrate back into society, she may go back to that hobby, playing darts. And this shot suggests that that's maybe what we will get. We will get a scene where we see Laurie Strode taking part in a darts match.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Okay, this next shot is very, very interesting, and it looks like Laurie Strode is on the porch of her house. She's putting a glass of something down on the floor. Now, I've zoomed in very close. It's a clear liquid. I can't tell whether it's fizzy or still, but it's a clear liquid, so it could be vodka, it could be water, it could be lemonade. I'm not sure, but why is she doing this? So let's assume that this is a glass of lemonade. Well, I'm guessing that she probably forgot to buy some candy from the store. It's Halloween night, so the best she could do was, I'll leave a glass of lemonade out in case some trick-or-treaters come by and they're a bit thirsty. So, I'll take a drink of that nice, lovely lemonade. And that's what I think this is. So what do you think, Dr. Loomis?
Well, at Smith's Grove, every Tuesday and Thursday night, Michael was treated to a tonic water. He did seem to enjoy a nice tonic water with some ice and lemon. So I think that Laurie may have found this information out somehow, and she's putting a glass of tonic water down on the porch as bait to lure Michael in so she can fuck him up.
Well, I never realised that Michael liked tonic water. Well, I mean, you could be right with that one. Okay, in this next shot, we have Alison grabbing hold of her grandmother, Laurie. But if you notice, she's grabbing her just above the elbow, about 2 centimetres above the elbow, but not quite high enough up her arm to touch the wound, the scar of the wound she received from Michael when he tried to stab her in the 1978 film. I think she knows not to touch her there because that could provoke a bad response. You know, that would bring back all kinds of memories. Laurie could turn violent maybe. Maybe that's what happens in this scene. Maybe Alison touches the scar where Laurie was nearly stabbed. You know, the knife scraped her arm and Laurie could turn violent. And she's pushing her back into that room and trying to lock her in because she knows she's fucking nuts. So I think that that's why in that shot, Alison grabs her just above the elbow, but not high enough, 2 centimetres above the elbow, but not quite high enough to touch the scar that was inflicted upon her. Okay, the body that's found floating in the swimming pool, I do not think that this is a victim of Michael's. I have my own theory. I've studied this picture thoroughly. I've looked at the position of the body, how it's floating, and I just don't believe that that's how a body would float if he was or she was stabbed by Michael. No. My theory of this is that this could be a relative who's come to visit this young girl, and maybe it's a father. He was celebrating Halloween with some red wine, a bottle of red wine. He got too pissed, fell in the pool. The wine went in the pool and he just fucking drowned. And it's not blood, it's wine in the water. And I think that is what happened here. Not a victim of Michael, just some drunk arsehole falling in the pool and drowning to death.
Right, this shot here. This beautiful redhead. Michael is coming out of another room and creeping up on her. I'm guessing he's just emerged from the bathroom and probably, knowing Michael, he's taken a shit in her sink because that was one of his habits at Smith's Grove. No, he wouldn't use the toilet. He always had to shit in the fucking sink. I suppose he thought that was funny. Right, this person dressed up in the Halloween costume could be a trick-or-treater. But they're doing this with their hands, which I found very interesting. So, my theory is that this person in this costume is the same person on the Barry Sims show at the start of Halloween 6. If you remember, I was listening to the radio and this lady came on talking about Michael, saying how he's so untamed, he's so uninhibited. She seemed very lustful towards Michael, saying he just needs to be loved, like she wanted to bonk him. Well, I think that this is this lady. I think that lady is in this costume. She sees Michael and she's looking at him and she gets all, oh my God, there he is. She gets all gooey. And when she's doing this, I think she's saying, Michael, is this the size of your cock?
Okay, on this next shot, we have Sheriff Barker. It looks like he's just turned up at the scene of a crime. So I've studied this as well. I've zoomed in on his face and in particularly looked at his eyes. Now I can see his eyes are slightly glazed over, like he's upset, like he's mourning the loss of a loved one maybe. So whatever he's seeing is something that's very close to his heart. And what does Sheriff Barker like the most? Well, it's obvious because in the past two movies, he always has that big cowboy hat on. So I personally think that what he's seeing is that the crime scene is somebody has broken in to the cowboy hat store in the town and all they've taken is a rope, a couple of Stetsons and a 10-gallon hat. And this is very upsetting to him because this could be his favourite store. This is where he buys his hats and some bastard has gone in there and made a fucking shit show of the shop, which he enjoys going to so much, which is why he looks so upset.
In this next shot, we see somebody being squashed by a Christmas tree. Yes, I think Michael pulled up a Christmas tree, hit them with it, and then crushed them to death with it.
Dr. Loomis, are you sure that that's a Christmas tree? I thought it looked like a fence.
No, it's definitely a Christmas tree. And I think Michael has done this to send a message to Laurie Strode.
And what would the message be? Oh, wait, I think I understand. Laurie's daughter, Karen, was wearing a Christmas jumper when she was killed by Michael. So this is his way of saying, the man who killed your daughter is back.
Precisely.
Oh, this next shot, yes. When I saw this in the trailer, I could not believe it. I just lost my shit. But yes, more head bashing in Halloween Ends. Dr. Loomis, on the last show, did his analysis and made his predictions, and he knows his stuff because it was 100% accurate. There is more head bashing in Halloween Ends. Brilliant, Dr. Loomis. So, can you tell us why you think Michael or Corey is bashing this poor DJ's head?
I have to say, I was correct, wasn't I? I did predict on your last show, Chris, that we were going to get more head bashing in Halloween Ends. And here it is. Here is the evidence. He's had his head done in way too many times to stop dishing it out to others. And there could be other reasons why he's bashing this DJ's head. Maybe he decided to play a Busta Rhymes record, because that would really piss Michael off. I know this. And maybe it's because he decided to play some of that jazz music that Stevie Wayne played in The Fog, which was fucking awful. I would bash his head in if he played that shit.
Okay, here we have somebody standing there. I think we're supposed to think this is Michael Myers. It may not be, it could be. They're in the coveralls, they've got the boots on, and they're holding the Myers mask. Now, I've studied this picture very, very carefully. I've zoomed in on those boots. I've zoomed right in on the bootlaces. Now, if you look closely, you will see that on the left foot, the bootlace is tied in a single knot. On the right foot, the bootlace is tied into a double knot. Now, my theory on this, whoever this is, was putting on his boots, getting ready to dress up in the Michael Myers outfit, and somebody came walking by. Somebody could have seen them. They were disturbed. So they only had time to tie the second lace into a single knot and, make their escape, get out of the way before they were seen without the mask on.
Well, in my experience, Michael has always tied his bootlaces in a single knot. So, for that reason, I'm going to predict that this person standing here holding the mask is Corey Cunningham. And now here we see Laurie Strode removing Michael's mask. I believe she's doing this just to make sure she isn't about to kill another paramedic. She made a right dick of herself the last time.
That's brilliant. That actually makes sense. Okay, I think that should do it. I think we've gone into as much detail as we possibly can with this trailer. We've gone through it with a fine-tooth comb, shall we say.
Okay, well, thank you, Chris, for inviting me to do this. It's been a lot of fun, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. So now I guess it's just a case of waiting for October 14th to see how many of our predictions are correct.
Yes. So, I'd just like to say thank you, Dr. Loomis, for joining me in my first trailer reaction video, stroke trailer analysis, stroke trailer discussion. Yes, thank you, Dr. Loomis. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye. So, that was my trailer reaction video for Halloween Ends. I hope you all enjoyed it. Oh yes, earlier today I had a phone call from the mayor, and he told me on the phone that he was very impressed with me for putting a stop to the Joker's goons running amok in Hobbs End. Yes, he said thanks to me, the police have rounded up all of the Joker's men. And he's even insisting that there is a bat signal installed at the Hobbs End Police Headquarters should they need to summon me again for my assistance in my cool Batman costume and trusty Batmobile. So of course I agreed, so I've decided that in my spare time I'm going to be moonlighting as a crime fighter. Where did he get that Batmobile, I hear you ask? Well, it's a funny story. I was doing some online shopping, looking around for ideas for Christmas, when I came across this ad for a build-your-own Batmobile kit. So, being the 1989 Batmobile, which is my favourite, I sent off for it. I thought it was just going to be one of those little model building kits, but no, when it arrived, it turned out it was a full-size, 20-foot-long replica 1989 Batmobile. I remember thinking at the time when I was putting it together, Jesus Christ, these pieces seem big. So then I thought, well, I've come this far, I may as well take it all the way. So I paid that bit extra for some machine guns to be installed and some really cool gadgets like an ejector seat, oil slick, what else was there? Oh, the grappling hooks. So I'm all set up now and ready for action. Well, that's it. We've come to the end of the Hobbs and Report episode 5. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and we shall reconvene very soon.
It's the bat signal. They need my help. It's time for Batman. Time to do some crime fighting. Let's kick some ass! Okay, so until next time, don't forget to put some peanut butter on your penis. This is Chris Williams. I mean Batman. Signing off. Bye for now.